Good day, good day, good day. How you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you. Good morning. I'm excited about this message today. It's good. It is some good word. Actually, we are going to be tapping into Addicted to Pain. And we're going to touch a little bit out of You Are Enough. But if you notice in chapter 2 of Addicted to Pain, it's titled The Gift of Goodbye. The Gift of Goodbye. We're going to get into it. It's really good. We're going to talk about overcoming fear. How y'all doing this morning, this day, this lovely, beautiful day? I want to encourage you to be sure to share the video, tag someone, encourage others to watch. This is a really good message, and I just want to make sure that you all spread this good word around. Spread it around. The gift of goodbye, overcoming fear. Overcoming fear. Be sure if you haven't, hey Shani, hey Angela, hey Don, hey Neen, hey all of you, love you, love you, love you. If you haven't gotten your books, you can get your books, and I'll go ahead and post the link now because I made sure I copied it. But you get a discount when you get it from our website. Just type in Daily Word as the code. Yay, I'm excited about this message. This is some good word. This is some good word. How y'all doing? Let's get right into it. Let's get into this word. It's so much good word. I don't want to hold back any longer. So let's start off. The reason why I titled this video The Gift of Goodbye is because a lot of times when it comes to change, growth, and elevation in our lives, it requires us to let go of things, say goodbye to some things, to some situations, to some bad habits, to some relationships. It requires us to say goodbye, and that's really why I titled the chapter 2, The Gift of Goodbye, because a lot of times people don't see it as a gift, but it really is a gift because it sets you up for a new blessing, a new increase, a new beginning, a new elevation in your life, which is good. And it's important that you don't fear change and you don't fear growth, because change is going to happen. It is going to happen. Life is constantly changing every day. You are constantly changing every day. Your body is changing. Your mind is changing. Your health. Things change and shift. You don't have the same body you had when you were 1 year old. You know, there has been changes. Whether you liked it or not, you're going to go through change. So there's a gift in goodbye. There is a gift in change. So let's get back to some of the things we've been talking about, toxic relationships, because we're doing the Toxic Love Detox Challenge. And a real reason why people stay in toxic situations and toxic relationships, one of the main reasons is because of the fear of being lonely, the fear of change, the fear of, who's gonna fill this void? Whether it's a toxic friendship and you are so used to talking to that person and that person is gossiping and telling you everything that's going on and dumping all of the toxic energy in you and telling you about everything that's going on with other people. They never want to talk about them and their own life, if you notice. but they telling you everything about everybody else and what's going on with them, and this is a shame, and look at this and look at that, and you get so used to it, and you get so used to, you know, that type of relationship and that type of interaction. So it's like, oh, to move from that, it's like, whoa, who's gonna call me? Who's gonna hang out with me now? Who's going to feel what that person, you know, feel the time and the space that person had in my life? And so sometimes people will hold on to toxic situations just so that they won't have an empty place and that empty space in their life. So they'll stick with it and they'll stay in a toxic situation. And really, they don't realize that that toxic relationship is hurting them more than they can see. They don't realize how it's really keeping them in a standstill place in their life. It's really hindering their growth. It's really hindering their elevation. It's blocking the new blessings that are out there for them. They don't realize that. They think that, you know, I'm comfortable. And see, that's what happens because we get so used to our way of living and our relationships and how we do things. We get really comfortable in that place. So when it comes to change, change doesn't look like a gift. It doesn't look like the gift of goodbye like we talk about in this book. But it talks about the gift of goodbye. And in that chapter, it goes on to talk about fighting the fear of loneliness. Because one of the reasons another reason, you know, people stay in toxic situations, toxic relationships is because of the fear of loneliness. And you don't have to be in a toxic relationship to fear loneliness. You can fear growth and fear elevation just in your business, in your career, and taking, you know, mandatory risk and going after really what it is you desire and having courage and having faith. You know, you can deal with fear because it takes you out. You know, whenever you step out and be courageous towards anything in life, it requires you to get out of your comfort zone. And so a lot of us, we're too comfortable. We're too comfortable. And so there are people who stick with certain relationships because they're comfortable. You know, someone asked a question not too long ago. They asked about attracting jealous relationships or jealous people. And they said, well, I'm not jealous. Why am I attracting jealous people? Well, one of the things with jealous relationships or jealous people, it's one thing to attract certain people into your life. It's another thing to have relationships with these people. So if you have a relationship with someone that you know is jealous of you, that says a lot about what's going on in your heart. And this is why we got to be honest. We got to get real. We got to deal with what it is and not try to avoid the issue. Because you being in a relationship with someone who is jealous of you, that's a sign of insecurity. I'm just going to be real. Let's think about this. Someone who is jealous of you, that means they see you in a way where they feel like it's something in you that they want, or it's something you have they want, or it's something they admire, and they see something in you that they feel is better than them. So they have insecurity, and then you being in a relationship with them, that you are allowing them, part of you like that jealousy, because you know why? Because it's showing you that there's something in you that somebody else wants. There's something in you that you feel proud of in a way, or in a sense that, oh, it makes them feel jealous. So your insecurity is you need someone to validate you in your life by showing their jealousy. And so this is why it's so important to get real, because they was like, well, I'm not jealous, but I'm attracting jealous people. Well, really, it's a root of insecurity. You're attracting insecure people, and you have a level of insecurity, because anyone with a healthy love and connection with who they are will not allow themselves to be in a relationship with someone who is jealous. It's toxic. It's just toxic. And I remember years ago, many, many, many years ago, probably, before college, I had a friendship who I thought, considered a best friend, but she told me that she was jealous of me, and she made certain comments and all of that. And I can say they had a lot to do with my own personal insecurity for me to continue that relationship. And it took me a while. It took me probably like into my college years to realize this person is not your real friend. You need to let them go, because every time you succeed or you do something great in your life, that makes them feel bad. You shouldn't feel guilty because you're shining and you're elevating. You shouldn't feel bad for that. And if you are around people who make you feel bad for being great, that's a sign that you need to, that's a clear sign. That is all the evidence you need to back up the gift of the goodbye. Give them the gift of goodbye. Because let me tell you something, they will keep you at a place. You will feel guilty when you succeed. You don't feel comfortable sharing with them the goals and the things you want to do. You feel bad if something great happens in your life. You should never be around people like that. And one of my favorite things to say and tell people is to surround yourself with people who celebrate you. Do not allow yourself, do not get comfortable in toxic situations and toxic relationships with people who are jealous and resentful, who don't want to see you grow and succeed, who don't want to see you elevate and shine. Stay away from them. Back up. Let them know, hey, I got things to do. I got some things to accomplish, and no, I have no time for that. So you got to get out of that fear. You got to get out of that fear of losing that toxic situation, because as you continue to detox from these negative relationships and everything, what are you going to see? You're going to start seeing things change in you, and you being more positive. And so other people who aren't, they're going to stand out like a sore thumb. They're just going to stand out, and you're going to say, that's not the relationship for me. That's not the person for me. I need to keep moving forward. I need to stay focused. I need to stay focused. I need to move ahead. I cannot allow, they say misery loves company. I can no longer be in love with this company because I'm no longer miserable. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm successful. I'm growing. I'm elevating in my life. I can't surround myself with misery, So, yeah. Y'all want to read that part. You really want to read that part in the book. Your fears are blocking your blessings. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that your fears that's controlling you, that's keeping you in that same place that you are in your relationships, in your business, in your career, in your health, in your finances, the fear, where you are right now, that fear is blocking your blessing. You may know deep down inside, that there are some things you need to do. There are some risks you need to take. There are some dreams you need to go for. You've been having this vision, you've been having this dream, you've been having this desire, but the fear has been blocking your blessing. That's how I want you to look at it. I want you to look at that. Because we get so comfortable and we like, oh, I'm in my comfort zone. It's good. I know how it is. I worked hard to get to where I am right now. I'm just going to sit back and fold my hands and just be comfortable. And then you just sit and sit and sit. And there's no movement. See, there are miracles in movement. When you get to moving, you don't stop the flow that God is moving in your life. So you got to keep flowing with that flow. But when you stop, when you put it on hold, when you stop, you just become complacent and stagnant and you're just sitting and there's no movement because of fear. It's blocking your blessing. So I want you to look at it like that. Look at it like this fear is blocking my blessing. This scripture in Deuteronomy 31:6, it says, be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid of them. For the Lord your God, he is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. You don't need to be afraid of anything, for God is in you. He is with you. He is strengthening you to do all things. So why fear? Why fear? You got to overcome that fear. You got to overcome that fear. I want you to type in the comments, I'm giving the gift of goodbye. I'm giving the gift of goodbye. What is it in your life that you need to say goodbye to? I am giving the gift of goodbye. I am not going to be held back. I am not going to be held back. I am moving forward. I am not going to allow myself to be in a jealous relationship with anyone. No one that I'm in a relationship with should be jealous of me. That's not normal. That's not okay. That is not okay. That is something sick in their mind that needs to heal. And if you're attracted to people who are jealous of you and you are in this relationship and you're loving that relationship, that is something in you that needs to heal. So I'm giving the gift of goodbye. I love it. I love the presence. Yes, I'm giving the gift of goodbye. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. You just got to release and say no more. And when I tell you, as you listen to these messages, and you start to make changes in your life, this is what's going to happen. Things are going to start standing out more. You're going to start seeing things in other people that you didn't see before. See, what happens is you start to be more aware. The more aware you become, the more you can identify a situation or relationship. You have greater discernment. Greater insight, intuition. Pay attention to those things, because as you feed your mind with the truth, with wisdom, with knowledge, understanding, and all you're getting, get understanding. As you do this, you are going to see things. They're going to stand out and you're going to say, that's not right. You're just going to know. You don't have to call people out on it. You don't have to make them feel bad. You just be aware. You just be aware and you say, okay, I see. And you just do you just move forward in peace. You don't have to try to change them. You don't have to try to change the situation. You just recognize it. You recognize yourself and you say, okay, I see that in me. I'm going to change. I'm going to grow. I'm going to elevate. I'm going to remove anything that will try to block my blessing. And you got to be determined to do that. Determined to do that. So yes, the gift of goodbye. Fighting the fear of loneliness. Don't allow loneliness to keep you in a toxic situation. You can't afford that. You got to move forward. Here's an affirmation. My heart is healing every day. I'm getting better and better. My heart is healing every day. I'm getting better and better. I am never alone because God is always with me. I am never alone because God is always with me. I am never alone because God is always with me. And you know what? Another thing about that, I want to say this. Learn to love your own company. Get so comfortable and so happy and so in love with just being with you. When I tell you, I have grown to love just my own me time. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Whether I'm reading, I'm studying, I'm listening to a book, or I'm listening to music, or I'm in the gym, or I'm just my own time. You got to learn to love that. Because when you love just being with you, you don't get in that place where you compromise and you just allow toxic energies and people and all of that to come and to get in. No, you value yourself too much. You value yourself too much to allow that stuff. So as you get to know you and you study yourself, and I tell you guys all the time, make a commitment to learn you, learn your mind, your thoughts, your desires, your dreams, like you. Connect with who you are. How can you be in a relationship with someone else and you still not sure about you? So I just really want to encourage you guys to do that. So in the book, You Are Enough, page 18, it talks about your fears are keeping you alone. The very thing you fear, you can fear being lonely, fear of being lonely, but those fears will keep you in a lonely place. It's crazy. So, yeah, so read that as well. That's page 18, or You Are Enough. And today I want you to journal. What have you been neglecting to give yourself? That's one of the questions that we have to journal. What have you been neglecting to give yourself? I'm posting the link of the video of the books now for those of you that still need to get your book. I want you to think about that. Think about that. Think about what have you been neglecting to give yourself. Every day, you got to pour into you. Pour into you, mind, body, and spirit. So I just want to encourage you guys. I'm gonna be sharing more about the Elite Coaching Program. I'm gonna share the we'll have that opening up soon. Order your books, send your stories and ideas to RainieTV.com for the TV show. I love you guys. Let me go ahead and declare and decree. Receive this. I want you to receive it. Receive everything that I'm saying to you right now. As you give the gift of goodbye, you are going to receive the abundance of love. You're going to receive the grace of prosperity. You're going to receive the gift of knowing you. As you give the gift of goodbye to all of the toxic energy, toxic mindsets, negative thoughts, negative people, the haters, the naysayers, as you give the gift of goodbye, as you remove yourself from these connected relationships that has been draining you, that has been keeping you in a place of insecurity, as you give the gift of goodbye, you are going to soar, you are going to elevate, day. You are going to prosper in every area of your life. Nothing will stop you. You will be unstoppable. You will be immovable. You will continue to thrive in all that you do. In every area of your life, you will achieve greatness as you pour in your mind, body, and spirit each day. You will see a new you unfold and blossom at time and time. And each day will be better and better because the best is yet to come. And it only gets better and better. Life gets better and better. And as you continue to feed your mind with the goodness, with the good news, with the greatness of God, you will continue to elevate and excel in all that you do. May you continue to prosper and grow and elevate in every area of your life. I love you dearly, Love Nation. Thank you for watching. Join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Be sure to invite your friends, share this video, tag someone to this video, and I'll see you next time. Mwah! Love you so much. Be blessed.